Good morning, welcome back to another video, and today is another day of daily gold. Now just stick around and enjoy the video. Okay, so today we're going to be going over the gold for the day, and quite frankly over the last few days I have literally just been investing in loads of different things. Now, that being the case, let's see if we've actually made any returns on our stuff, and quite also I have actually sold one of my mounts, which is a Golden Mane Reins. Now this is because the Golden Mane Reins has gone up by stupid amounts since I last actually bought it, because I originally bought them for 125k and I managed to sell it round about near 200k, so that was quite handy as well. So I'm quite happy with that overall, because I was like, this is probably going to be a decent sale overall. So that being the case, let's get into the gold for the day, which is our first clean out of 658,765 gold. The things of note are Darkmoon Daggermore 1070. I have been doing some resets on the Darkmoon Daggermore, just so FYI, because obviously I didn't do a video about it, so just so you know, I've been doing resets on the Darkmoon Daggermore because I had a feeling about the feasts, and it seems to be paying off somewhat. Aside from all of that, I did actually sell some Moonglow ink, 317 of that for 10,538 gold. We sold Enchant of Cloak, Fortified Speed, 5 of those for 1,391 gold. We also sold the Tenebrous Crown Roast Aspic, I don't know how to pronounce that, 38 of those for 7,185 gold. That is a cooking thing, by the way, just so you know. Shadow Core Oil, 21 of that for 1,328 gold, as well as Sallow Pigment, 66 of that for 4,075 gold. Scroll down, we can see that we sold some Thorium ore, 4,631 of that for 1,574 gold. Basically, Thorium ore kind of went up in price, so I decided to just sell it off because it was over my purchase price. So I was like, right, okay. And you'll probably see a nice little trend when it comes about that, all of the materials that we stockpiled for the relics of the past, I've just been selling now as the prices have started to rise up again. So I'm able to just get my money back or make a little bit of profit on that. That's what I was really waiting for after those relics of the past thing, basically. We also sold Potion of Spectral Agility, 2 of those for 1,124 gold, as well as Black Fallow Ink, 139 of that for 3,368 gold, as well as Potion of Spectral Intellect, 52 of those for 20,661 gold, and 1,477 Orobless for 27,753 gold. Other things of note is Saronite ore. We sold 641 of that for 10,222 gold. And if we scroll down, we actually sold some more Spectral Flasks of Power. That was 29 of that for 48,189 gold. Another thing of note that we sold is the Reigns, the Tamed Blood Feaster. I originally purchased these for 15,000 gold. We sold it for 19,000 gold, so we actually got 19,000 gold from that, so I'm quite happy with that. We actually sold 2 more of those, which actually brings our total up, and give or take we actually made somewhere in between around about 5 to 4k per mount. So I'm not happy with that, to be honest, but I have to bear in mind that this one was heavily farmed in BFA, so there's still quite a lot of them. I just wanted to test the market because I've got quite a lot of the Tamed Blood Feasters, so I can do that. Aside from all of that, the Vial of the Sands, 40,854 gold as well. Saronite ore, 1,544 of that for 24,623 gold. Orobless, once again, is 171 of that for 3,374 gold. Smothered Shank, 42 of that for 4,229 gold, as well as 14 extra sugary fish feasts from our Darkmoon Daggermore thing. We sold 14 of those for 11,476 gold. Quite happy with that. I didn't really think we were doing really well with those after I posted the video, but seems that we actually did sell some for a decent chunk of gold overall. Aside from that, we actually sold some more cooking stuff, so banana beef pudding, 30 of those for 1,046 gold, as well as Moonglow ink, 257 of that for 8,544 gold. Other things of note is Potion of Spectral Intellect, once again, 48 of those for 20,202 gold. Terribus, the roast, the crown roast, we sold 10 of those for 2,382 gold. Darkmoon Daggermore, once again from our resets from Darkmoon Daggermore, we sold 1,301 for 29,665 gold, as well as some Celestial ink, 49 of those for 3,000 gold exactly. And the exotic leather from our stockpiles, 1,317 of that for 2,358 gold, as well as steak a la mode for 40 of those for 2,315 gold. Other things of note is not hide leather, and that was like 3,351 gold, as well as Essence of Rebirth from our prospecting, 64 of those for 21,326 gold, as well as Essence of Valor, 10,852 gold, Tranquil Ink, 20 of those for 10,000 gold, and Umbral Pigment, 600 Umbral Pigment for 88,874 gold. Now that's better than a poke in the eye, I'm not going to lie, because that was better than the ink price, and quite frankly someone bought out the pigment, so yeah, yay for raid day. It kind of paid off. Nice, 88,000. I'm pretty chuffed with that. We made a decent profit on that. Essence of Servitude, 95 of that for 16,587 gold. Essence of Torment, 7,000 gold. Sallow Pigment, once again, 2,500. Load of Rune Cloth for 1,700 gold. That was just a lost leader. Well, not lost leader, but we lost some gold on that. Frostweave Cloth, 6,000 of that for 2,971 gold, not overly bothered by that. Umbral Ink, 21 of that for 4,373 gold. Laystone Ore, 1,900 for 21,000 gold. We also sold some more souffles and fries for 7,023 gold, as well as Ember Silk Cloth, 1,000 of that for 2,000 gold. And we sold Tranquil Pigment once again. Actually selling the pigments seems to be working quite well, as well as the inks, so I keep doing like half and half. So it's just working at the moment, so why not do something if it's not going to work? So that works out quite well. Tranquil Pigment is 74 of that for 40,821 gold. Darkmoon Daggermore, 19,000 gold. And Fellslate, 700 of that for 7,000 gold. So that one is 658,765 gold. We can then pull that in, and then we can actually stop once obviously everything's gone about doing its thing right there. Now coming in at last on our list for all of this, for our last clean-out, because that last clean-out was 658,000 gold, we now have a 212,000 gold for the things of note is two things, and that is a Jade Panther, which has gone up in price to 32,775 gold. That's pretty awesome when it comes towards mount crop production. And remember that the mounts on my server were around about 24,000 gold for any of the Panther mounts. 32,000 gold is quite refreshing, because that kind of brings me back to like when Legion was around and we could actually make some decent gold through that. The other thing of note is my Golden Mane Reins, which we sold the Golden Mane Reins for 178,000 gold. So that's pretty damn awesome, because we bought that for 125,000 gold. So that's pretty good return for just holding it for a couple of months. It was literally doing nothing. So we started off with like just under 40,000 gold. We are now up to 908,000 gold. I'm pretty chuffed with that. We're going to start selling loads of other things. I have, however, been thinking about doing some other things that we'll be covering in just a minute. But what I'm considering right now is just checking out like WorthIt and all that stuff when it comes towards the mounts. Which mounts are doing well, we're going to obviously start to sell through our stockpiles. If we actually go into the today's date on the calendar, you can see that Wintervale is coming up, so that is something you may want to jump into. something of that effect. A video will be coming out for Wintervale, do not worry your little cotton socks, because I'm already on top of this, don't worry about it. But aside from that, the only thing I would say, if you just want to get yourself ready for Wintervale, is just get your garrison on all of your alts that you can to like rank 3, I think, or level 3, and then that will open up some quests for you to do on the daily. So you know that can be quite helpful for actually getting a hold of the high value ticket items, because as soon as the 16th happens, I'm just going to be solely focusing on that, because I know that brings me in a stupid amount of gold each and every day. And with our current setup where it's just selling through high valued stocks now, high valued materials and mounts, and also doing our crafting and flippings, we can then have more time to allocate towards Wintervale to make that gold back. The idea is to put in very little effort, so to speak, into our system to actually give us the best amount of return, and we're seeing that quite well, because at this moment in time, if we actually go into my Brutusaur, so to speak, we can actually see that I've still got like 1,842,000 on the auction house, and we still have a lot of potions. So if we go to potions, I've still got quite a fair amount of potions on the auction house, and that's 125,000 gold worth of high selling potions. And then we go into flasks, we've still got 90 flasks, which come up to like 45,000 gold. So we're not doing too bad considering all of that. So it's just selling through that stuff, keeping the crafting up, and then we can get ourselves prepped for the Wintervale to come about, and then we can actually start making some real heavy gold in that as well, because that's like one of my favorite times of year. It's basically Hallow's End and Wintervale are like your key events for the year to make a stupid amount of gold in a very short amount of time. Aside from all of that, guys, that is pretty much all I wanted to cover for today. Aside from, I have been thinking I can, and I want to hear you guys' feedback on this. How would you feel about me just updating the current version of WorthIt with the Shadowlands farms? If yes, then please just tell me in the comment section, and I'll do it on a majority thing, and I'll actually scratch that. I will actually do that as a poll in our community tab, so be prepared to double check that, as I would like to get you guys' feedback. Would you prefer version 3 of WorthIt to be updated for Shadowlands with all the Shadowlands farms and flippings and all that stuff? And then the version 4, which we're currently working on, would you like that to come a bit later? I'm asking you guys because I know a lot of you guys keep asking me, and yeah, it's a lot of work to actually build this type of thing. So just want to know you guys' opinion, because I have actually made it up already for the version 3, because obviously this is the version 3 of WorthIt, and quite a lot of this stuff is actually quite basic against version 4, which I was using in my following video the other day. So aside from that, would you like that to happen? If so, I will do a video about it tomorrow, and I will release it for tomorrow. Aside from all that, guys, have an awesome rest of the day, and I shall see you in the next video, which will be tomorrow. If you want to support the channel and help make the channel even better, then why not check out the Patreon? Members get additional info, gold making resources, and Patreon specific content. The link is located in the description down below. Thank you, and have an awesome day.